I keep hearing my neighbors' voices outside my house. The thing is, they died months ago. My name's Max Caldwell. I'm 17. I live in this small neighborhood near the bayou in New Orleans. The kind of place where everyone waves at each other and your mom still brings over gumbo when someone's sick. I used to think our neighborhood was quiet, peaceful. That changed fast. I started writing everything down a few weeks ago, mostly to stay sane. I need someone to believe me, even if it's just the version of me reading this back later, trying to make sense of it. It started the way things like this always do. Something small, something you can explain away. I was walking home from school and heard Mr. and Mrs. Jones laughing from behind their old porch swing. I even waved without thinking. Then it hit me. They'd been found dead 2 months ago. My little sister Macy found them, actually. She was down by the water looking for frogs. I'll never forget the way she screamed. Just this raw, broken sound. She hasn't been the same since. They said it was Big Bruce, the old gator everyone knew. But Bruce was slow, half blind, covered in algae. He'd been fed scraps by half the neighborhood. He wouldn't hurt a fly. Still, the sheriff shot him, just in case. But that's not what killed them. I know that now. The next day after school, I went down to the bayou myself. I don't know why. I just needed to see it. Part of me wanted to prove there was nothing there. Instead, I found 3 dead gators sprawled out on the bank with their throats torn open. I swear I froze in place. The smell was awful, like death and swamp water had been cooking in the sun for days. But worse than the smell were the bite marks. I got closer, stupidly. Their eyes were cloudy, flies buzzing over their faces. I touched one. Rotten meat smeared my hands. I gagged. Still can't wear those clothes again. The wounds didn't look like gator bites. Too wide, too jagged. The teeth marks were flat, like human teeth, but too big, uneven, wild. I remember whispering out loud to myself, "What the hell did this?" I thought maybe some kind of ape, like an undiscovered species or something. God, I wish that's all it was. Then things escalated. I started hearing gators at night, growling, dozens of them. But when I shined my flashlight on the water, nothing. No eyes, no movement, just sound. Loud, hungry, and wrong. It's not even mating season. The sheriff chalked it up to echoes and nerves. I didn't tell him about the dead gators. I should have, but part of me thought no one would believe it unless they saw it themselves. Maisie kept saying there was a monster in the bayou. I thought she was just traumatized, until Francine, our neighbor 2 doors down, was found dead, same way. Throat ripped out, body half submerged in the water. That night I heard her voice, clear as day. "Max? It's me, Francine." Just outside my window, my blood turned to ice. I wanted to run, but my legs wouldn't move. I just stood there holding the curtain with trembling fingers, listening. I knew she was dead, but it sounded just like her. I still get goosebumps thinking about it. I didn't sleep at all. I just sat in my room with the lights off, a kitchen knife in my lap, staring at the door. A few days later, there was a full-blown investigation outside. News vans, cops, forensics, divers. I asked what was happening, but no one would talk to me. They just kept interviewing Macy. She told them about the monster. I stayed quiet. I couldn't even bring up the gator corpses. The police thought it was a serial killer. They arrested Mr. Grant down the road. He's got a record, sure. But last I checked, he doesn't have a mouth big enough to take out an alligator. That night, I tried telling my mom everything. She was too tired, too stressed. "Honey, not right now," she muttered, falling onto the couch. I was about to push her harder when Maisie grabbed my arm. "Max, come on," she said, tugging. Her voice was small, scared. I followed her to her room. She didn't say anything, just pointed at the window that looked out to the bayou. She stood there frozen. That's when I knew this wasn't just in my head. The sun was setting. I crouched down and pulled her behind me. "Get back," I whispered, heart pounding so hard I could barely hear myself. I crawled up to the window, peeked out slowly. The water looked calm, peaceful even. Then I saw a gator swim by. Nothing weird until there was a splash, a deep gurgle. The gator vanished. I grabbed my phone and started recording with the flash on. I saw the surface ripple and darken. Blood. Then the gator popped back up, its throat wide open. Whatever it was hunting, and not just people. I shut the curtains, grabbed Macy, and rushed her to my room. I barricaded the window with my bookshelf, gave her my bed, and sat on the floor, knife in hand, guarding the door. I didn't blink. Every creak in the house made my skin crawl. Then I heard them again. Francine, the Joneses. Their voices coming from outside Maisie's window. Laughing, whispering. "Max, come outside, it's okay now." I bolted to the front door, pressed myself against it. I was shaking. Then came a knock, software followed by tapping on the window, and the voices, switching. Francine, Mrs. Jones, Mr. Jones, one after another. "Hello? Hello? Hello?" The smell hit me next. Rotting meat, ammonia, wet fur, and decay. I held the knife tighter, my hands slick with sweat. I wanted to scream, but I couldn't even breathe. Then came the growl. Deep, throaty, like an alligator trying to speak. Or something pretending to be one. It was wet, vile, like someone choking and vomiting at the same time. It rattled the door. Whatever it was massive. I swear the floorboards vibrated with every breath it took. I didn't move until sunrise. I'm staying at my aunt's house now, next door. My mom and Massey, they didn't make it. The cops found them in the bayou. Same way, throats gone. I couldn't even identify them, but I didn't need to. I knew. Last night I heard them outside the front door. Massey's voice, then Mom's. "Max, open the door. We're cold out here." I turned off the lights. I didn't move. I wish I never went to the bayou that day. I wish I never looked into that gator's dead eyes. I wish I could unhear their voices, but I can't.